one of the values of the book, which I must talk about, is that by having the language of the executive, of the people with whom you are going to be speaking, you will be seen as credible. And one of the points I wanted to make is I know that there was a speaker this morning, Sarah, who was saying, make sure you got the suit, make sure that you're not so high on your heels that you can't run down the hall, okay? Make sure that your hair is, all right, not quite a la Einstein, I have big hair. That's important and that's vital. But if you walk around and they say to you, well, what's the bottom line to this? And you just look at them blankly and go, ah. Then they're going to think you don't know what's going on. Because they're not going to ask you the questions in the language that you're accustomed to using. They're going to ask you the questions in the language that they're accustomed to. And when I talk about computer people being the worst, oh my God, you know, I'm busy learning, I'm building apps, and I'm busy learning about apps, and I'm talking about, and the next thing I know is that because I asked the question the wrong way, I ended up going down this entire path of inquiry that had nothing to do with anything I was interested in knowing about. And I know better. On the other hand, all you have to do is step out of certain kinds of technology for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and the next thing you know, everything has changed. One of the challenges I found at the phone company, we had 3 different acronyms, definitions for the same acronym. And so one of the things I've learned while putting this together is that business English is very context-oriented. If I was talking to engineers, CCS was calls per 100 calls per second. If I was talking to product management, CCS was custom calling services. And so you have to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind. If we're talking to lawyers and we start talking about IT, if you're talking about internet protocol and they're talking about intellectual property, you will never have a conversation.